Hello.
Zoltan, it's on him now.
Hey, thanks for bearing with us here. We're just like trying to get this studio working. It is working fantastic, I just tell you. I am here at Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club, and it. Oh, maybe you didn't hear me. Oh yeah,
Just like that. Perfect.
we're getting there. See, you get to see this as behind the scenes stuff, but it's not really though. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for taking time to come and join us this evening. We certainly appreciate you. I do these videos because I need the motivation. That's why I do the video. I need to learn and grow, and then I can maybe share this with others, and we can all learn together. That's the whole idea. I have a just a wonderful guy this evening here with us. His name is Paul, but he goes by Sherpa because, yeah, he shows us the way, right? Bucci. And so Paul is with us this evening, and I'm going to introduce him in just a moment. And, you know, if you turn the camera off, or you turn your TV, or you change the channel and you listen to something else, guess what's that going to happen? You're going to miss something. So don't do that. Stay with us, because we're going to bring a fantastic show. We do have the pleasure this evening of introducing Paul Sherpa to us. And, you know, he is the master of crypto. He is very intelligent. He is a co-owner here at Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club, and we're going to talk about crypto tonight. If you hadn't thought about it, I'll tell you what, get your pen, get your paper, and get ready to learn. All right. So, yeah, I have to look at the right camera, doesn't it? Doesn't that help? All right. So, without further ado, Paul, welcome to the studio.
Steven, thank you for having me. Glad to be here. Or I'm always here at the Crypto Club. Glad to have you here using our stage. It's pretty fancy, right? Took a little workaround, so you got this going smooth. But hi, yeah, I'm Paul Bucci, but everyone here calls me Sherpa because I have a YouTube channel called Crypto Sherpa. And yeah, like you said, I'm a guider. I help people. That's what they do. Like they guide the novice mountaineers up these tall mountains, make sure they don't die. And I try to do that in the crypto space. And when you look at cryptos and like charts and everything, sometimes it looks like mountains. So it's kind of a one-on-one. It pairs it. So it's like, yeah, he's guiding you through these crypto mountains. But yeah, that's what I do here. I am the co-owner of the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club here in Sarasota, Florida. We do have 2 other locations, 2 more on the way very soon. One in Nashville, the other in Massachusetts, and then our next 2 that's coming up is St. Louis and Dallas. And then fingers crossed we do get one open in Vegas before the Bitcoin conference happening out there. So that's going to be very exciting. Wow. But yeah, so we do a lot of education here at the Crypto Club. If you're wondering, we do one-on-ones. We help our clients, members get involved the safe way to do it, because there's a lot of scammers in crypto. A lot of people have been duped, like life savings, and I hate hearing those stories. So we're here to help guide people to make sure they're doing it right, safely, and in control of their crypto, because it's the first time you actually be in control of your money.
Well, that's the important factor is that with your educational process, you're actually in charge of the money, and you're not putting it into FTC or the bank, or investing it with somebody that doesn't even know what to do, right?
Exactly. No, yeah, that's like I see those stories a lot happen where someone else trusted their money with someone else. Like that's usually the common scam where people are trying to they're promised this guy's a master and investor. Again, I'm not a master. You call me a master in crypto. I just know a lot in crypto.
Well, he knows a whole bunch, folks. I mean, it's a master to me because he knows way more than I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I cover the daily crypto news all the time. So I'm always seeing articles when people get scammed. So that way I know what's up and I inform the public so they know they don't fall for the same scam. But these guys, they promise you these huge returns and everything. So you're trusting you with their money. Next thing you know, it gets to that point where you're trying to take these somewhat profits that you may supposedly earned, and they start asking you for more money. They go, oh no, you need to send us more money. Or they go, oh, there's a insurance fee, and in crypto there is none of that. But so it's like they try to get more, they extort more money out of you, and then in the end there's nothing you can do. So we try to wade people away from those scammers, take custody, because like you said, even at the banks too, like they're not the scammers, but like when your money's in the bank, it's not your money anymore. It's an IOU to you, pretty much.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. It
Mhm.
really does. And so they're not in charge of your money, or that you haven't put that money into an account where they might make money, but then they take your money. Next thing you know, right?
Oh, they borrow against us. It's like for every dollar they can like borrow like 9 out of 10 of it out, just loan it back out. So like the money is just, it's not real anymore. Like ever since Nixon took us off the gold standard, like it's just been based off debt. The government can just keep printing more of it. Then we've seen what happens. Like everything's getting pricier nowadays. Inflation is because the dollar's losing its value. But that's why we have Bitcoin around now. It's a scarce asset. It's finite, cannot be controlled. And it's actually the true money out there that we're going to see be adopted very fast, as we already seen it happen now.
Yeah, I mean, Trump endorses it. I think he's going to do something I don't even know to back up the dollar with crypto, or that's what's going to happen.
That's what we're still waiting to see what's going to happen, because the dollar just might not just go away completely. It could. You never know what could happen. All right, like that little dollar sign's just gone. Like, what's going to bring a new valuation? Is it going to be Bitcoin? Are we going to go back to gold, silver? It's like we don't know. Or are we going to have like a new backing of the dollar, like with a mix of Bitcoin and gold, or if it's just Bitcoin? So it's just the wait and see what's going to happen. But one of those options is going to happen.
Yeah, so you want to be on the right side of that. That's the whole idea. Right.
Exactly. And just by acquiring Bitcoin like right now is like the best thing you can do, even if it's just a little bit. Like I know Bitcoin's at 100,000 right now. Like yesterday, everyone probably had a little scare. It's like, oh man, it's down to $91,000. What's going on?
I saw that.
But literally, like
wow,
we're back at 100. So it was just like a little dip, but that was also because of like people were scared for the terrorists. Like, how's that going to work out?
Right.
So that was like the biggest thing. Because when I saw that price dip yesterday, I go to the news because that's what I do. It's like, okay, what happened? Nothing absolutely happened in the crypto space. I went, okay, something else is causing this price dip. And then,
yeah, there you go. And that's really interesting because, one of the questions that I have for you is, why would people want to invest in Bitcoin? And is that a safe idea to do this?
Well, I pretty much do it already.
I have too, folks. I mean,
you do you. But no, it is like it started off as a very risky asset in the beginning days. It was created in 2009. So when the Bitcoin white paper was created. And then like in January, I believe that's when it was officially mined, started getting released, like 50 Bitcoin at a time per its blockchain time. And like now it's been 16 years, and 4 years ago, we've had the first country legally adopted as a currency. So now we've actually been seeing it as legit currency. It's not just something that's nothing anymore. It's like, hey, this country's actually using it. Then there was another country out there, the Central African Republic. They were the second actually country. That news hasn't been really widely spread, but they were another one to legalize it.
Well, the first country was
El Salvador. They were the first, and they're still stacking. Like just recently bought another 2 Bitcoin, which is like they're going to
a lot of money.
It is, and they're going to do very well because they were the first ones to incorporate like the reserve, start saving and holding on to it. And that's what we're seeing now. Like with Trump, like he will eventually sign an executive order to at least start having a Federal Reserve. We're already seeing every single state start actually putting in a bill to have their own state reserve as well.
Wow.
And that's just the first country. Like Putin and Russia said that like Bitcoin can't be stopped. They just finally started like monitoring mining again. But like their balance sheets are going to be stored with Bitcoin. China is actually on par with the United States on how much Bitcoin we have in our reserves. So I'm like 200,000. But then that's just 200,000. we even have like companies out there acquiring Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor's company, they hold 400,000 Bitcoin.
Wow.
And why is it smart to hold on to this? It's like to get it now versus later. You might not be able to get it later. There's only 21 million. And just picture those numbers I said, 400,000 from one company, 200,000 United States, 200 China, and like all the little people out there. There is not that much Bitcoin. There's only 19 million in like circulation right now. The last 2 million won't be mined for the next one till the year 2142, and that's the final Bitcoin to be mined.
That's really crazy. It's a mind-blowing situation, folks. I mean, I tell you, and I'm glad that I'm involved in it. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting more Bitcoin, and I recall Bitcoin Ben saying he's going to make us all millionaires. You know, so at 92. That was a good buy-in.
That was a great buy-in if you can buy that dip. And like, again, this is like for the past 16 years, like we usually follow a chart with Bitcoin and usually like be a 4-year cycle. Every time the halving where the supply got cut in half happened, we see a huge pump in Bitcoin and some altcoins out there. But now we are in uncharted territory because we've reached an all-time high before that certain catalyst point that takes place called the Bitcoin halving. And so now it's like we can't go off previous charts. Like, what's going to happen like as Bitcoin supply goes lower and lower? Like, it's like, where is this price going to go at this point? Because now it's like, who knows? We could maybe like that way we can go is we could still have a normal cycle. We might see a little dip, but I'm really not feeling like it's going to turn that way. We might see a little downward action like it usually would, so people would think that would happen, but then we could start going up and people are going, wait, what's going on? I thought the cycle was over. But it's like no, we just had so much adoption take place and more innovation start happening.
That's really cool. Now we know that it's going to go up. I mean, obviously,
as the dollar goes down in value, Bitcoin will go up. That's its basic fundamentality of it all.
Now, I don't invest in the stock market. I don't know about the stock market stuff. So this is all news to me. And if it's news to you, you can reach out and we will help you. I mean, I can't help you yet, but I can help you by this. I brought Paul on to the show so that we could talk about it because it is a big thing. It's coming to become an accepted way of doing business. And it makes sense to me not to invest in a bank and they don't pay you anything on your savings.
Nothing.
And I can invest it in Bitcoin and I've made substantial gains already. You know, it's like, wow. So,
it's substantial gains. It's also like you want to do what the rich do. And it's like, where do they store their money? It's not really in money, fiat dollars. It's in assets out there or businesses that they own. And like a lot of them invest in the primary assets, which would fall under like precious metals, land, oil, water, and now Bitcoin and crypto made that list.
Right.
So it's like, that's why we're also doing it. We're just doing what they do because they'll never say to do it. They want you to not do that.
They want to use your money, right?
They want to use your money. They want to keep you working day to day in the average rat race going on.
I just tell you, yeah. I mean, and so it does provide for potential freedom financially, and that's what's really awesome. I mean, really awesome. You know,
it's transparent too. So like our money system, can you track where everything's going? No, Bitcoin, we have a transaction history of data all the way since its beginning when it first started. So you can go back and look at every single transaction if you want to. You may not know who did that transaction, but it is tracked on there with a wallet, with an amount. So we haven't had a currency that was actually transparent and not controlled.
So that's what I knew a little bit about Bitcoin. I mean, I've been approached for a few years, and gosh, I wish I'd maybe gotten involved, but I might have gotten involved with the wrong person. So, you know, I think God has a timing for everything. And so now is my time to get involved. Now is my time to share this with you because I believe in this. I mean, certainly the president believes in this. Maybe you can tell us a little bit. I knew about blockchain. That's where I started with. So blockchain, and Paul will clear this up for us. Blockchain is a way to track the money, like you just said, Paul, is that you know where the money starts and where the money ends up, and everywhere in between it's tracked.
Not just money, it's basically just data that you can track, because our money right now is already digital. Now this is one that we can actually track on a decentralized ledger out there. So like the banks have their own centralized ledger. With crypto, they're their own decentralized ledger, which everybody has a copy of, validating it. But the blockchain is how you would picture it. Just picture a square box and a chain connected to another box. And in those boxes are just data. Bitcoin has its own like specific data in it, which is really just how much the transaction is, who the sender is, and who the receiver. That's all in the Bitcoin blockchain. And that's all you need it for. But also,
okay, so that's what the blockchain really is, to just be like the record.
It's the record. Yep. It's a distributed ledger. That's just a string of data that goes back to its origin, which they call the Genesis block, the one that's 000.
Okay, yeah, zeros and ones, I think we're talking about. Okay.
Oh, a bunch of different hash keys.
And all that stuff, but zeros and ones seem to make computers work,
but,
and transfer data, right?
But it's also secure too, the security behind it, because it cannot be tampered with. Because with the whole entire string of data, if someone was trying to hack the Bitcoin blockchain, they got to be able to hack every single block and change that within a 10-minute time span, because that's Bitcoin's blockchain time for every time a new, or the average for when a new block gets added to its chain. But they would have to be able to hack into that chain, not only that one, but every single computer or Bitcoin miner that's running the SHA-256 algorithm, which is Bitcoin's algorithm. And like they have to change all of that. And then all those machines have to at least agree to it. It's pretty much impossible for them to do. So it's secure. And
it's secure.
And like we can use the blockchain technology to store just historical data too and information. So, and it cannot be tampered with. So there is like, have been talks and debates. I remember during my times of research about that. It's like, well, who's going to be implementing that data? Like we kind of seen it already, like Egyptian times, them stoning on blocks of stone, like their history. Like blockchain can do that too. But it's like, who's going to be the one putting that data information in?
Very cool. So you do a regular show on Bitcoin, education of Bitcoin, because I think maybe you can explain. Okay, we have clubs here. I'm a member of this club. I'm proud to be a member of this club. Truly, I am. Yeah, they have a fantastic studio, by the way. Yeah, but that's not why I'm here. I'm really here to learn, and so that's what we do here. Tell us about the crypto club. There are 3 clubs operating right now, and there's more to come.
Yes,
and that's what's awesome. And there's El Salvador to come.
Oh, we got the resorts. Yeah, I didn't even mention that.
Hey, woo, we got a resort coming too, folks.
All inclusive. Like, wow. It is literally all inclusive. You're just thinking just food and drinks. Oh no, you'll get a Jeep, a scooter, a jet ski. Like it is all inclusive. You don't have to worry about anything. So you look out for the resorts.
I'm planning on going. Actually, interestingly enough, I mean, a lot of things are opening up to me, and it's really great, because what I'm going to do is I'm planning to do a mission trip with the local church here, Renewal Church up here in Bee Ridge. And so they talked about the opportunity to learn about missions, being a missionary, I guess, kind of thing, right? I don't even know, right? But what I do want to do is go and see how I can help people. That's what's going to be the awesome part, because that is truly my purpose.
You know how crypto can help out with that?
Crypto can help me.
Oh no, you know how it can help with missions.
No, how can it help
I got a story with that.
Tell me. Yes.
My pastor back in California was telling a story, like how they were like they received like donations for charities to go to like help out their missionaries out in like I think it was Ireland or somewhere in Europe.
Right.
They try to send it the normal way, going through the banks and everything. Guess how long it took them to finally get that money?
Probably instantaneously, right?
No, 3 months down the road. So like they use that for their mission like 3 months earlier. But no, it took the traditional banks because of the cross borders, the payments like that has to pass through and the fees that get attached to that as well. But say if they just sent Bitcoin or crypto over, they would have had it in seconds. And crypto's accepted everywhere worldwide. So that's how missions and churches can start using crypto to help out.
I just thought it was like amazing when I first heard about it. Well, they're going to El Salvador. I'm going, El Salvador, that's really cool. I mean, I've been to Mexico, but I haven't been to South America. And there's a resort there that I am aware of. And so it's like, well, can I go to the resort and see some people that I know and stuff like that on this mission? And it's like, no, you can't do that. So I said, well, how about I go ahead of time? But yeah, I mean, we had to raise money for it, because it's an expense to go down there, and there's an expense for what we're going to do, and that's what's really awesome. You may or may not realize that I do. I have not do well. I do service. That's what I do. The LWN Live with Nature Foundation, and that's a 501c3 that I started in January of 2020. Well, I mean, we've got some fantastic plans coming up here. We're going to plan to be doing a fundraising event, because one of the things I want to do, I kind of getting off the, Bitcoin deal, but I want to have funds for the LWN Foundation so that we can buy a facility that is a transitional housing unit. Because what I realized is people don't have a place to go when they are homeless, or they just came out of a mental health clinic, or a crisis center, or those that are suffering from cancer. They might have lost their place, or they might need some place to go. So in Sarasota here, though, Paul, it's a 3 month waiting time just to get to the place.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like terrible situation. So what I realized is that I need, and I've wanted to do this for a long time, is have a place for people to go. Now I have a real reason to do this. So we're going to be raising funds. We're going to be doing that right here. Probably from the stage as well. We'll be broadcasting on TV. We'll be going out to Facebook and stuff like that. But what's important is that we need your support. That's the whole point, because I can't do it on my own, and I haven't made enough in Bitcoin yet. But you know what? I can always make more, and that's what I'm planning to do with Bitcoin. So yeah, the LWN will take Bitcoin as well. Absolutely. So we're going to have a fundraising event. It's going to be, we're going to have food and drinks, and I hope to have a band, and I'm going to be doing live broadcasting, and we have several guests lined up. And of course, the big guy, Ben, he's going to be here too. And he really got me motivated to talk about that stuff. So, all right, that's enough of my commercial thing, truly. But if you're thinking about refinishing your bathtub, or you're thinking about getting a new tub or a new shower, stuff like that, I just tell you what, Total Coatings is the place to choose. I mean, yeah, it's a family business and I'm involved in it. But the thing is that the reason I'm involved, because I never get involved in anything that is risky. I do my research. This product is safe. It's non-toxic. It's non-porous. So it doesn't take on stains. We've been doing it since 2006. It's a great consideration. And so reach out to us and we can get you hooked up if you're in the Sarasota, Manatee, or Charlotte areas. Also, if you're interested in the Bitcoin, go to my website, www.stephenrsmith.org, because it's an organization, the LWN Live with Nature. Some of you may recall, but I started out doing videos in the mornings. Watch the sun come up, because you know what? Nature is really healing, and I love it. And so what I do love is to help people, and that's what we're going to do with the foundation. We're going to start with a facility, and hopefully the plan is to have them all over the country at some point, and we can worry about the rest of the world after we get the country handled. So that's the plan. Reach out to us. We're here. That's why Paul's here, because he is a very nice person, besides the fact that he close to a master. Let's just call you that.
I'm a Sherpa.
He's a Sherpa. He shows us the way. And that's so awesome. So let's talk about why get involved with the crypto club here, Ben's Crypto Clubs. Why would you do that?
Again, just to be sure to navigate safely in the crypto space, but then also you have a place to actually network with other like-minded people, because even though we've had major adoption happen, the word of Bitcoin's going out there, the outside world still doesn't know about it. So you just can't go up to anybody like, oh, did you hear about what happened in Bitcoin today? Like that, you might get like the other person be like, oh, what? That's still around, or or they think you're crazy still. Right. But that's changing a lot faster. But no, it's a place you can actually go network and hang out. We're all great people here. You make some great connections, networks, new friendships. So it's a great place to do that. But again, like we have classes twice a week here, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We send out a newsletter every week, because if you can't make it to the classes in person, in those newsletters are links to the classes through a Zoom, so you can still attend wherever you're at. So if you're not near the club, you can attend our classes, ask questions in them. And those classes are regarding multiple topics. Could be beginners, like what's a seed phrase? What's a wallet? What's Bitcoin? To like let's talk about this crypto project over here. Like let's do a little research, because we're not going to tell you what to invest in, but like we're going to help you do some research on it, so you can make your own decision on like, do I want to be in this or do I not want to?
And who does that for people besides the Bitcoin Crypto Club? I mean, seriously, helping people not to take the money from them, to help them make a decision to own the money themselves and make the purchases because you inform them and you educate them. If you're not willing to grow and learn, I just found this. Nothing's going to change. Simply nothing's going to change. So, I enjoy learning. That's why I'm doing this. I'm learning from Paul. No, the Sherpa, right? Yeah. I just tell you. So because I open my mind enough to be able to learn, to grow, I'm going to learn more about this crypto and what to do and why to do it and how to do it. So you got classes, you said
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays, Thursday. Go ahead. Right.
And then like what I'm offering right now for our club members, but it will change to eventually just be a consultation a month. But yeah, you have individual consultants here you can hire for their time. But for members, I'm right now, at least maybe till April, I think I'm doing that as a cutoff time. I'm offering one free consultation a week. So you can take advantage of that. That's like basically having your own kid who you were able to go, oh, they get crypto, they can do it for me. Because that's basically what I've been doing these last 2 months. So
that's really awesome.
So like I'll sit down with you, so I'll be like, okay, bring your computer, this, because we're doing it on your devices. Right. And like I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So you're going to go here's where you're going to sign up for an exchange or platform to be able to buy or sell your crypto. And then once we get you set up with that, let's download you a crypto wallet, so that way you have a place to actually custody your crypto, because you never want to keep them on exchanges. It's like keeping your money in the banks. You don't want to do that.
Okay, so that's a learning point right there, because when you choose some other types of opportunities, let's just call it, but it's really not it's maybe an opportunity to steal your money, but no, these opportunities, you can, and I lost my train of thought there. I did. You can learn how to invest properly. And I did. I lost my spot. So I want you to go ahead and keep on going.
Yeah. So I do those types of like a one-on-ones, like, yeah, just help you out. Because like, if you're not so tech savvy, like it's like, then like you may want that next of kin. Because that's what happened to me with my story of crypto. My dad got in 2017. Still doesn't know really. He knows a little bit more now since he's been in, but like he didn't know nothing about crypto. He just knew it was going to be very valuable in the future. Right. So he had Bitcoin Ben go down to California. That's where I was from before I moved down here to Florida, which is so much better.
California. Yeah. Gotta love California. Well, it burned down though.
It did. Luckily my home's still safe. But no, like, so he got crypto, but didn't know how to handle it, how to move it. We thought our friend from Silicon Valley would be able to. Then there was a little hiccup too that happened where a scammer did get in, not on his buddy's part. It was this lack of security on this certain vulnerability area, which could have been easily solved. But after that, he was like, who's going to help this? Tried to go to my brother-in-law, didn't do it. Then he went to me, just mentioned it. I was going to school to be a chemist. And then I just dove down the rabbit hole of crypto and currency. And next thing I know, he's like going, It's like, oh my gosh, okay, you're handling all of our cryptos from now on. Or that took a time. Well, that took a little bit until he said that. Because at first, like, he saw like me actually take just a grasp for it. Like, I was doing my own investing, holding it, doing all this stuff, and he was like, then he realized like I actually understood it. He's like, so then he was like, okay, so you're going to be handling this from now on. And then eventually it led to our friendship with Bitcoin Ben. And now we're here in Sarasota with our own club.
What got you to the point where you felt I need to put money into this club because you were thinking something? What were you thinking?
It was just to help the community out, because that's why we plan all these clubs. Like the community needs a place to go to learn this, because if you say eventually like the bad guys did take control, like told you how to learn it, it's like they may do it the wrong way, not the decentralized freedom way that we've all learned it. We've done our research on it, but no, it was really just to help people to get involved, and I knew that would also help the acceleration of crypto adoption in Bitcoin by getting more people involved. So that is why I started this, just to help increase adoption as well as help people around me.
That's awesome, because I do the same thing. It's about helping people. I mean, I think the Lord tells us to serve, to be a servant, and help the community and be there for them. And so that really is doing what God's work, I think. You know? You might not believe in God, and that is okay. You know, you're still welcome. We'll be your friends. Absolutely, you know. But, you know, for me, God is number one. And I know that a lot of people that I know God is, because he makes things happen, doesn't he? And that's what's great is when you turn, and I turned my life over to God a long time ago. We know that I didn't necessarily listen to him all the time. I sure didn't, because I mean, I made a lot of bad choices.
We may stumble, but he's a forgiving God.
Isn't that nice? It really, truly is beautiful.
I haven't lived the perfect life. I was saved like when I was 8 years old, even maybe younger. I can't even remember. It's just always been a part of my life. But I've stumbled across, but still have the faith, believe in him, love him every day. Thank him for everything he's given.
That's it. I mean, gratitude is a big deal. It certainly is. And I wake up every day and I just thank God for a new day. And then sometimes I do the Live with Nature Sunrise Daybreakers Tribe. But I just love being out in nature. I love to learn things. That's what this show, the Get to Know, is all about. Learning from people like yourself, Paul.
Oh, thanks.
I do. And I love that you know so much. I mean, I remember when I was first watching you and getting to, by the way, I got to shout my brother out, Randy, because he's the guy that got me involved in the club. He got me involved in crypto. He was a conspiracy theorist that it wasn't conspiracy, right? It's like, you know, come on. So no, my brother, really awesome. He's flying in here tonight. He'll be here shortly. It's really awesome. I'm looking forward to it. But he got me interested in crypto. And then I felt that it was a good part I felt good to get involved. So I bought the membership here and I'm learning. And I've got a lot to learn, you know, but you guys know it all.
But you know, like whenever you need help or like when you're on that next step, that's what we're here for. We're step in and go, okay, oh, you want to learn this? Okay, this is how we do it.
That is so awesome. And having support like that is great. I know that we're the main man. I mean, Big Ben, Bitcoin Ben. That's what he goes by. He does regular shows. This guy right here. Yes, cool exactly. Let's see this one here. The sign. Oh yeah.
Or is that camera not on?
It's all right. Yeah, we're working those kinds of things out. We'll get there. But there you go. We're talking right here.
That's the man right there. Bitcoin Ben.
I just tell you, he's so awesome. I learned so much from him. That's what's really cool. And you can see the American flag. Oh yeah. Because yeah, even though I come from Canada, I still love America. I love the opportunity and the freedom. And certainly Canada is not in a very good shape these days. So, I mean, I love my Canadian friends and I love my Canadian family. I just wouldn't want to live there anymore. I just don't.
Too cold.
Too cold. Exactly. It is too cold, especially 25 years in Florida. That does, cinch your blood. Living in California, I thought it was hot in California. Well, it's not hot to Sarasota.
Oh no, and I know that living in California for the first 32 years of my life. Floridian heat. Oh man. But you get used to it.
So you see, I just learned something because I didn't realize that you spent 32 years in California. I mean, I don't even know what the number is, but I, as a little kid, came from Canada and went to California. And then I went to Washington and then I went back to California and then to Texas and then to Florida. I might be giving away my age, folks. I'm a few years old. But you know what? Getting younger, I feel like every day, right? And that's the important factor because we know that eating properly is super important. And, the more people, I just tell you this, I learned this a long time ago. If you like successful people and you go out there and you follow successful people and you learn from them, which is what I did. I took the top people, the Tony Robbins, the Evan Carmichaels, I mean, all these top producers, and I followed them and learned from them. And today, I have this show. I have the foundation. I mean, I'm blessed. Yes, I made mistakes, but yes, God has blessed me so much. And it's like, thank you, Lord, because the whole point is education. And that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love Paul. Well, I call him Sherpa mostly. His real name is what? Sherpa. No.
Yeah, Sherpa's the real name. Who's Paul?
Who's Paul? I don't know Paul, but I know Sherpa. Yeah, and I know Zoltan here. And by the way, I got to shout him out because you know what? He's doing a fantastic job on this broadcast. And he knows his stuff. And wow, I mean, the equipment around here, folks, is blow your mind. So it's really awesome, and that's what's going to be really great. Because remember, we're doing this fundraising event here in probably about April is what I'm thinking. Still need to schedule that up so I can get Ben's cooperation as well, which he's already there. I just need to get some timing and then a plan. And then we need you, remember, we need your donations to be able to buy this shelter so that people can get off of the street. Because my concern is if they end up in the street for 2-3 months before they ever get into a program, the chances of them not following through are very, very high. I remember, I've been through recovery. They said, turn to your left, turn to your right. 2 of you aren't going to make it through the program. And so they were saying 30% might make it through the program. I think it was much lower than that. And so I know, because we don't want to talk about relapse because I did that part too. But you know what? Every bit of it was a learning experience. And for that, I'm grateful. So yeah, you want to join us when we do this fundraising event and just watch for the updates. I'm going to do some posts and stuff like that. And boy, I tell you what, if you want to give us a hand and help us out, particularly the LWN, we need some volunteers because everybody's got skills. Don't think that, can't do that. You know what? You can't do anything if you don't try it. And we need some help. Reach out to us. We'll get you. Now, What would you say would be some great advice, other than you've given us a ton of advice already, for the viewers? What do you think that would be the best thing? Let's just do this. How about two or three things that you think are really important facts that the viewers would want to know about Bitcoin?
Oh boy.
Made you think, huh?
You did. It's like
That's good.
because we already pretty much disclosed like this.
Yeah, I know. He's told us so much.
It's about Bitcoin. It's
Bitcoin.
freedom, and it's money you can truly own.
I think that's the big point is that you own the money, you have control over the money. You're not relying on somebody else. I believe you're going to end up making a lot more money than you would in other types of investments. I am a real believer. And so you're going to hear more from me about Bitcoin because as I learn, I can then share that with you. In the meantime, I have to turn to somebody like you, Sherpa. And Sultan. Because the more we know, the more we can apply that. It takes action. Simply takes action. You need to take action on your intention, because it all starts with a thought, right? It all starts right here. But if we don't do anything with it, nothing will happen, like I said. But when we do something with it, with the Bitcoin, we can actually create a legacy for not only ourselves, but others. And that's really cool. Really cool. And you can use it. The K1 machine. I don't know if anybody has heard of them, but they got these machines, and my brother's involved in this. And so you'll be able to see it on my website soon. K1 machine. Why don't you talk about that for us?
It's a company out of El Salvador that made these ATM machines to show how easy it is to get onboarded in Bitcoin. Like, you don't need a full $100,000 on Bitcoin. As long as you have spare change, you can swap for it. And it uses the Bitcoin Lightning Network. So like the layer 2 on top of it to make the transaction cheap, instantaneous, because that's what they're using in El Salvador, the Lightning Network of Bitcoin for their transactions. Because some people may say, oh, Bitcoin's slow and everything. Like, yeah, if you did it just on the straight up Bitcoin blockchain, it might take 10 minutes till you see it in your wallet. But using Lightning Network, it happens faster than a second. It's
like instantaneous.
It's instantaneous. So that's what the businesses are using to accept Bitcoin for their products and services. But the K1 machines, yeah, it's like just bring in your spare change, like throw in a quarter, throw in 10 cents. It will give you Satoshis back. And what a Satoshi is the smallest unit of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin can be broken apart into 1/100th of a million. So that's like 9 zeros, I think, 0.1.
Right.
So we call Satoshis or sats like just the smallest unit of it. Because if you try to say, oh, I just bought 25 cents worth of Bitcoin, they go, oh yeah, how much is that? Oh, 0.0000. Versus you can just say, oh, it's about 2,000 Satoshis. That's a bigger number. People like hearing that. But that's what the K1 machines do. And yeah, we have them here in our club. Randy's Randy's trying to get them everywhere.
Yeah, we're trying to get them everywhere. So, if you're a business and you want to be able to offer the opportunity for people to take their spare change. I mean, literally, don't we get spare change all the time when we go to the store and you get, 50 cents or whatever? You can put it in this machine, turn it into Bitcoin. It is instantaneous. I did it today. It's like, instantaneously get that money, then it's in my wallet. And it's not somebody else. Talk to us about you really want to go to a hard cold storage. Is that right?
Cold storage is the safest way. That's basically you're just never touching it. Like the ultimate form of a cold storage wallet, which is the safest, is like a paper wallet. Because all a paper wallet is a sheet of paper that you created. There's a website you can go to, bitaddress.org, to create that paper wallet. And it just has a public address and a private address, 2 QR codes on there. That's it. The public address is where you can send Bitcoin, load up that piece of paper. The private address that you never want to share with anybody, that's how you can receive it and recover it to sell it later if you want to. back in the dollars, but that is probably the ultimate form of cold storage because it's on a piece of paper. It's never connected online. Now, we may have these hardware wallets out there that we say they're cold storage, but a lot of people really treat them like warm wallets. It's not hot, it's not cold, but when you log into it, it's connecting to the internet.
That's very cool.
So it's kind of a warm wallet. But if the most important thing is you want a self-custody wallet. There's a saying in crypto, not your keys, not your coins. So when you set up these crypto wallets, you're given what's known as either a private address or a seed phrase, which is 12 or 24 random words that are generated when you create that wallet. And that's how you gain access to your cryptos on the blockchain. So your cryptos aren't really in that device. Cryptos are on the blockchain itself. And those private keys and seed phrases are what gives you access to be able to move it freely. So not anybody can move it without those keys. So that's the most important thing when it comes to crypto wallets. When you have when people say they bought it or I left it on Coinbase, I left it on Robinhood, they never provide you with a private key or seed phrase. So meaning it's in their custody, not yours. So that's why a self-custody wallet is the way to go.
Right. So that makes a lot of sense. Now, there are laptops that are specifically designed as cold storage that you can take it, you get this money immediately and then put it on this cold storage. Nobody's going to get it. Tell us about the laptops.
Yes, Bitcoin Ben, his other company, Calyx Solutions. We offer those laptops here. We don't sell them here, but we take you where you need to go. But they're designed to be crypto-only computers. You have a choice between a Mac or a Dell, or is it Lenovo? I forgot if they changed that, or a PC. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
Mac or a PC, and we've changed the settings in there too, so that way Apple, Microsoft, Dell, they don't have that back end access that usually when it comes straight from the manufacturer, they have those implemented in there. So there's certain things you want to do to change within those things when you get those computers. Plus, I think I heard Ben say there's also little maybe a chip in there too that needs to get changed or just taken out because that's their access point. So they do that, but it's supposed to be your crypto only computer because again, you're in control of your money now, but you're responsible for the security behind it too. So what do banks have? They have security vaults out there. You need to find your own security vault when it comes to crypto. And that's where Calyx Solutions crypto only laptops do. So you get a one-on-one an hour setup consultation too when you get those crypto laptops with Calyx Solutions. They help you set it up, how to do it right, because they also help you set up say an Exodus wallet. That's a wallet we recommend people use.
That's what I use.
It doesn't come preloaded with that. That's why that setup calls happen, because Calyx Solutions doesn't have any access to your computer, the wallets that happen, because that's what they teach you to do it too in the beginning. It's hey, we're helping you set up. We're telling you what to do. Write that CV. Oh, don't tell me that. No, write it down.
Well, security is a really important factor, folks. Yeah, I don't want to say the wrong thing because we might get, have some social media sites just end that broadcast. So we don't want that. So what I would say is security is super important, though. And that's where Calyx Solutions can really help, because we need to be careful because there's just so many people out there that are hackers and copy your stuff and can get into your system. If you've got your banking stuff there, they will take it all. So Calyx has, their concept is security, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So, that makes a lot of sense. So, yes, if you're interested in those Calyx solutions, we have them here. So just reach out to us. You can reach us on my website is www.stephenrsmith.org. Now I'm developing it, but it'll be there, and all you have to do is just sign up, send me an email, and then we can work on getting you answers. I always have told people I don't know everything, and I don't, but I'll find out, and that's what I will do. I will find out. If you have a question or you have a comment, you reach out to us, and you can do that on my website. And then we can then have somebody like Paul, because, I don't know all the answers, have him help us get answers to what we're interested in. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you want to take a look into those crypto only computers, go to calyxsolutions.io. And that's where you can get more information on those laptops.
That's excellent. Yes, very good. Now, I'm not putting it up here. I haven't put up a lot of banners or anything like that because I'm just getting familiar with the studio, bumping the mic and stuff like that, right? But calyxsolutions.io. See, I remember that. That's pretty good. So you can go right there, www.calyxsolutions. That's CALIX solutions.io, and or reach out to me, and we can go from there. But you can go right to them and find out more information. That's certainly helpful. Yes. Thank you. I tell you, we're covering so much great stuff. It's wonderful. I really am very excited for the future. I totally am, because we're able to, well, I mean, I've talked about the foundation stuff, but now we're going to just make it happen. And I think I got the ability now to offer things like your opportunity to learn more about Bitcoin, and you can get involved in the clubs if you happen to be in St. Louis or in Massachusetts, Tennessee, Sarasota. Boy, I'll look forward to Las Vegas and, of course, El Salvador. Remember, I want to go there on a mission. It would be really awesome. So we have just a couple more minutes here left. Why don't you just go ahead and give us your closing thoughts, Mr. Sherpa?
Well, thank you so much for having me. And yeah, if you want more help, or if you are in the Sarasota location, want one-on-one help with me, join the club, bitcoinbendcryptoclub.com. Sign up for an individual membership. If you just want to come check us out, pop in for a day. Come on a Friday. We do poker nights here. It's a great way to end the week. We're open Monday to Friday, so our members love it. It's fun. We have a dealer serving the drinks for you, so it's a nice way to just end the week off. It's fun, but it's again, stop by the club. It's a great way to network, learn crypto, hang out with my dog Baxter. She's been on my lap this entire show. She's our club dog. She'll greet you at the front door.
I know, she's wonderful. She's right at the front door when somebody comes up, and she's a good dog. And don't tell them that I gave her a couple treats a week or two ago.
Oh, so that's why she had the upset tummy. Somebody's always feeding her something.
Oh, see, okay, so I'm not so bad then, I guess. I was concerned. Oh, he doesn't feed the dog any real food, right?
Oh, she gets the best food.
See, there you go.
And then also, yeah, give me a follow on YouTube or Rumble. Just look for Crypto Sherpa. Again, yeah, I cover crypto news articles. I basically read the news articles because everyone just always has summaries, quick little things about it. This is me doing the research too, and you guys are just following along with me as I'm getting the research, reading the article. I'm reading it out loud to you because who knows, if you're just a better listener than reader, like this could be for you. Because like, oh, this guy's just reading me the news, love it, and I'm giving you the important news, like what's happening here, what this company just bought this much Bitcoin. Never price analysis because those are just prediction articles. So I cipher through all the news articles, see what's been going on for the day, the week, whenever the video comes out. But I usually try to do them as much as I can just to keep informed and keep all my viewers informed as well too. So again, that's Crypto Sherpa.
Crypto Sherpa, folks. You can get right to him. He's on YouTube,
Rumble,
and
Twitter, or X.
Well, I do use Rumble too. I mean, I'm slowly but surely working my way to safer types of platforms, and certainly Rumble is one of them.
They just invested 20 million in Bitcoin.
just 20 million.
See, I bet you didn't hear that on the main news, but Sherpa News will cover it.
Well, and is Rumble based out of Sarasota, right?
Yeah, their headquarters is like just in the Siesta Key.
I mean, isn't that something? So is Truth Social, aren't they? Yeah. Well, I guess we're famous for more than just a beach, because Siesta Key is a pretty nice place for real. But so is Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club, and I love it here. Man, we really appreciate everybody that took time to come and join us. Share this out with your friends. It is on Roku. It's on Amazon Fire. It's on iOS, Android, and Apple TV, Facebook, X, my YouTube channel. It's in a lot of places. because you know what? We think that the message is so important that we need to get it out. So, yeah, we go to a lot of different places. And by the way, yeah, E360 TV is who I'm using for the network for the Roku and the Amazon Fire stuff. They are really awesome. You can look them up on Facebook as well as their website is e360tv.com. It's been really a lot of fun.
It has. I'm gonna have to have you on my show, the Sherpa Show Special Edition.
Oh,
that's where I interview guests.
There you go. Cool. So yeah, you're gonna have to watch Sherpa. One of these days I'll be on it. We'll get there someday. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you again.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks everybody for taking time to join us here at Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club. I'll get it right. And we learned a whole lot. Remember, come back on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't even have it written down as to who I'm going to be having as a guest, but it's going to be powerful. So do join me. I run these shows Mondays and Fridays, 7 p.m. We're going to be here. We're going to share some information. We're going to get to know our next guests and learn and grow. Thank you. Be good. God love you. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you.
All right. That's so awesome. Thank you. Everybody take care. Have a great evening. All right. We'll see you around. Bye.